Assalamu alaikum. If you're a student in a Quran program to memorize the Quran, then the Quran Intuitive Workshop is a must for you. You must attend this program. It's going to be extremely beneficial. You will learn the tools and the skills to really strengthen your hifz, to make your memorization easy, and to make your review and your revision very strong, inshallah ta'ala. And if you're a parent whose child is in a hifz program to memorize the Quran, then this is going to be extremely beneficial for you. Also, you're going to be able to guide and help your child to bond with the Quran as they're memorizing it. What happens in hifz program is that when a student notices difficulty in a surah, they want to know what the surah is talking about to help them memorize the surah. Or they want to find patterns and similarities in the surah to help them memorize the surah. And what happens is that when the student goes to read the translation, it's very difficult to connect the translation to the surah in Arabic. It's very difficult. And what I do in the Quran Intuitive Workshop, just 5 days, is that I teach you the skills and the tools to be able to make those connections. It's not advanced. It's not going to take you deep into the Arabic language. No, the tools and skills to be able to connect. When you're reading the translation, you'll be like, oh, this is why this means this. Oh, this is the translation of this part because I know this. I'll share with you in this video with a few examples what I mean by this. Just 5 days in the evening, you're going to get all those tools and skills so that revision will become very easy. Memorization of new surahs will become easy and revision will become very strong because you'll understand how the translation connects to the surahs that you're memorizing, inshallah ta'ala. So it's going to support, on top of finding patterns and similarities within a surah, on top of understanding the differences between two surahs and the mutashabihat, you're going to understand, you're going to be able to connect the translation to the Arabic of the surah. So let me start with the example here from Surah Al-Buruj. The beginning of the surah typically is pretty easy. Once you get to halfway, a lot of you will remember when you were starting off and you were memorizing Surah Al-Buruj, you might have had trouble in the middle of the surah with these big ayahs. Possibly after memorizing the surah, after finishing Juz Amma, this middle page was a little bit harder because of all the places that has Inna alladhina, illa alladhina, Inna alladhina amanu, illa alladhina amanu, and similar things. On top of that, you also might have noticed this causes difficulty for some students. Students will end up saying, إِلَّا أَن يُؤْمِنُوا بِاللَّهِ الْعَزِيزِ الْحَمِيدِ الَّذِينَ لَهُ, and then you get lost. Because الَّذِي is not very common. الَّذِينَ is a lot more common, as it is in the next ayah, الَّذِينَ, and the ayah after that, الَّذِينَ, and all over the place in Juz Amma. So, الَّذِي has to be الَّذِي without the noon, because الَّذِي is for one person. And Allah is one person. Allah is Al-Aziz, Al-Hamid, and so He's one, so Alladhi is for one person. Versus, in the next ayah, Alladhina is for those people, not just one person. So, Alladhina fatanu al-mu'minina wal-mu'minat, those who harm the believers. Then what's going to be their consequence? فَلَهُمْ عَذَابُ جَهَنَّمْ وَلَهُمْ عَذَابُ الْحَرِيقِ. This lahum tells you what the consequence is for the people who do this. فَلَهُمْ, then their consequence. Then, for them, what's going to be the result? And for them. So this is what the lahum does. And as a result, when you get to the next ayah, إِنَّ الَّذِينَ آمَنُوا وَعَمِلُوا الصَّالِحَاتِ, many students here, they get stuck. They say, إِنَّ الَّذِينَ آمَنُوا وَعَمِلُوا الصَّالِحَاتِ وَتَوَاصَوْا بِالْحَقِّ. No, that's not it. إِنَّ الَّذِينَ آمَنُوا وَعَمِلُوا الصَّالِحَاتِ فَلَهُمْ أَجْرٌ غَيْرُ No, that's not it. إِنَّ الَّذِينَ آمَنُوا وَعَمِلُوا الصَّالِحَاتِ أُولَٰئِكَ هُمْ خَيْرُ No, that's not it. What is it? This frustration is very easy to alleviate if you know these tools and skills that I teach in the Quran Intuitive Workshop.